Lord has made, we would rejoice and be glad in it. And since the day of John the Baptist, the violent always have taken it by force. This is something that I've been waiting for a long time. This is Sandy J show, and we are just testing the mics. We're just testing the show today. It's exciting. And if you can see, I'm wearing Sandy J's apparel, designed by Sandy J. Look at how it blends out with my outfit. I mean, if you want one, you can just visit www.sandyj.com and you can purchase one for yourself. Right now, I have only like four designs. So you can just, use the jacket to just blend your outfit. I mean, and all of them are made with original Afro, um, Afro materials. Okay, so Black History Month, and Black History is celebrating Black history. So if you purchase one, you're helping Black business. Okay, but this show is all about societal issues. We talked some few political. I'm not a politician, but I love politics. We'll talk about different topics. We talk about politics in church, politics at workplaces. We're going to talk about, businesses and how some of these businesses are operating. Today, I think one of the things that we really want to talk about is the fact that, a lot of professionals are commuting for work. And so all these professionals are using airlines and, however way to get to these commuting locations. And so because of that, from the COVID time since it started, a lot of people have been using these airlines known as the budget airlines, to name a few like Spirit, Frontier. These airlines give you some kind of really good deals that you cannot resist. So a lot of professionals just use these airlines to commute. However, some of these airlines have taken it as, I don't know what to say, but they think that they can just abuse these employees who are using these airlines to commute every week or every 2 weeks or monthly, because sometimes people are living in a different state, their job is in another state, or maybe they have a spouse in another state working, they have to go back and forth, they can't abandon their family. If they have a house, they can't just get rid of the house all of a sudden for a contract job that is just like maybe 6 months or 12 months. I mean, you can't just do that. So these people have to use these airlines to commute like almost like every week or every maybe 2 weeks to work. But what some of these airlines are doing is amazing, and it's an abuse. And I think that we need to discuss this. If you have had any experience, I would like you to call into my show as we talk about this. We're going to send you a code. You can call in and we can listen to you live. So, this airline, Frontier, I would mention Frontier. Frontier is one airline that is very, very abusive. Okay, Frontier will charge you for your luggage, extra for your luggage. If you pay something online, when you get to the registers, they'll tell you they don't have anything to do with anything online. So even though you've made a payment online, it might be something else. So Frontier, what they do is, so let's say, okay, they expect you as a commuter to just have like a backpack or something in the size of a backpack. okay, as your carry-on. So usually that is kind of free. It comes with your air ticket, but anything else, your carry-on bag, your suitcases, whatever is paid for. If you try to pay online, you would pay only like about $38 online, okay, in the beginning. Sometimes if it's close to boarding the flight, you might end up paying like maybe about 60 something. But if you pay it at the airport, you would pay around 79. But sometimes the workers can decide that they want to charge you whatever they want to charge. They can give you different codes, like 100 and something, and they'll tell you whatever you did online has nothing to do with us. So I've been investigating about what power these employers really have. And I realized that their employers are actually contractors too. So all those at the counties that you're seeing, they're all contractors. But they behave like they own the airline. That's how they behave. No customer service, rude, no training. Like they are so rude, like very rude. Customer service. There is apparently no customer service. Okay. And they think that, okay, probably if you're coming to take that airline, then maybe it's because you don't have money or whatever, so they can treat you anyhow. But they are dealing with the wrong people right now. So many people are coming against them. So many people are coming together. And my point is this is what they forget. They forget that, you see, when you get to any airport, the first thing you hear is a message from the governor. And the governor will announce, welcome to, let's say, JFK Airport. This is Governor, blah, blah, blah. You know why they do that? Because your commute is fetching the state money. The airport is fetching the state money. So what they forget is that without commuters and without a good customer service, the employers who are being abusive to commuters or commuting workers forget that without them traveling for work, they really have no job. Because your tickets and all the payments that you're doing, that's what they are using to pay them. And also part of it is going to the state. So the state is also making money. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when people understand the roots and the reasons why they are employed, then they will understand the need for excellent customer service. So in case they've forgotten, the way they treat commuting workers, that is the way that they are going to get money from, because now a lot of people are saying, do not fly Frontier. I mean, when I post anything, I just say, don't fly Frontier. That's what I say. Okay, I have a very special case, and the reason why I am so much against Frontier right now, and I'm like, don't fly Frontier. And I think that the governors of the states need to step in, or the Department of Aviation need to step in and stop the operation of Frontier. Because Frontier is crossing the line of the roots of customer service of American principles. When I try to even call them to try to see if you can even get a reimbursement, it's like you hear these people speak, they're like, oh, there's nobody here. There's nobody here. And then they'll just hang up. Okay? All the numbers that you get for customer service, they don't work. Nobody picks them. You can call 100 times. And when somebody picks, they are so rude. They are so rude. Okay. So let me tell you this example. So one time I traveled and I had, when I was traveling, everything was planned. My suitcase was already paid for. But when I went, it was like Christmas time. So when I went, I had like, gifts and different things. So returning back home, I just was like, okay, I need to pay this extra to return the gifts that I got. So I got to the airport and they can see that my luggage is already paid for. But I have extra bags. So the system was not allowing me to pay for any extra luggages because my luggage is already in there as paid. Okay. So the system wasn't allowing me, which is not my fault because I don't operate your airline system. So at the airport, I'm expecting that the airline customer service would fix the problem and allow me to pay for the extra luggage. So anyway, so I get there and I ask them to help me to get these luggages in there with the ones I already paid for. So rudely, first thing the worker's like, oh, if you want to do that, you can go to the box and do it yourself. And I'm like, hey, I've already tried it. It's not working. The system is not allowing me. So you need to help me here. And you can see I've already paid online. So this extra one online, it tells me this is the amount. However, it's not processing my card at all. So anyway, she decides to charge me an arm and a leg for that extra suitcase. Okay. And I'm like, I've already paid this amount. Why are you charging me almost $150 for another extra bag? How much did I even buy that ticket for? Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you're charging all of that, I've already paid for the other bag and you're charging me this extra. So I might as well have taken the airline that I love so much. I could have taken United. Do you understand? And enjoy 2 luggages free. Though United is expensive, but you get the best customer service. There's no way you will not have a good customer service with United Airlines. I've been flying them for years. And they are amazing. So I'm like, why would I pay this extra $150 for this bag? And then guess what? Okay, anyway, I argued, but I didn't win. I paid. So now my carry-on bag that I'm going with, I get to the gate. I don't know if they kind of teamed up against me. I'm not sure. So I get to the main gate. I've checked through TSA. I'm at the gate to board, and then somebody comes out and says, "Hey, you can't enter with your carry-on bag," and that's the only thing I have, a small carry-on bag. I'm like, "What's your point?" He's like, "Okay, fit it into this box." I fit it in there. It fits in. He's like, "Well, you would have to pay $99. I'm like, "You're kidding." I just paid for $150. I've already paid for another bag. And you want me to pay $99 again for this small bag, which is my carry-on bag? Okay, so, and I read the specifics of a carry-on bag, okay? It tells you the specifics. As long as it can fit into that rectangular thing, then it's a carry-on bag. So not everybody wants to hold a backpack, okay? Not everybody wants to use a backpack. So the fact that my carry-on bag is not a backpack and has a small wheel to make it portable for me to carry, doesn't mean that it's not a carry-on bag that you have to charge me for. So anyway, so now this airline worker called other airline work, like some of their workers, and they all gathered up against me, and they said, we're not going to let you enter the flight. And the flight was leaving. And I'm like, are you people serious? They made everybody pass, and did not allow me to enter the flight. And trust me, it was late in the evening. So most of the airlines are departing. So like, you're not even going to be able to catch a flight. I could not believe it. So I was like, okay, but my other bags already checked in. So what am I going to do? Do you know that they actually went in the flight and brought all my bags out and actually sent them to the baggage claim area, and asked me to go there and pick my bags, and basically did not allow me to enter that flight? I could not believe it. I thought it was a movie, but it was real. So there were people there, and they were all protesting. They were like, no, this is not right. You can't treat somebody like that. And there were other people who have had other experiences. And I was like, you know what? Frontier, maybe you think you're untouchable. So many airlines have come and gone because of bad customer service, because of treatments like this. And don't think that you are untouchable. Do not think that you are untouchable. Up till now, they've still not given me my airline money, my luggages, everything. Like, they've not given it to me. From Christmas time, they have still not given me my money. And no one has called from the head office. I've called several times. I've left messages. That's how crazy these so-called budget airlines are treating people. Okay. And I don't know what your experiences are, but I mean, I reported to the police at the airport, and the police was like, since they did not physically like touch you to pull you out of the flight, we can't do anything like press charges, but you have to go through the corporate. And that's what I've been doing, but it's been months, they've not done anything. But I'm just saying this, if you have any experience with these budget airlines, you can just call into the show, the next show. This is just a test, and bring it on. Let's discuss. I mean, share your experience. You can type in your experience about any of these budget airlines. I think the other day I was watching this YouTuber too, and he was also talking about how one airline was so like rude to him. Was just like, I'm like, wow, this is something that is going on. These airlines need to be careful, because you can't get that experience with airlines like, like American Airlines wouldn't do that. United Airlines wouldn't do that. I know that for a fact. So my point is, if these airline workers are doing that, it means that they have some kind of power to do that. But why is it that airlines like United and American and all those, they don't behave like that? Does it mean that their employees don't have problems, or their employees are able to control themselves better than the other budget airlines? I just want to know. So it means that there's a problem. There's an underlying problem that needs to be discussed here. And I want you to bring on any experiences that you've had. Bring it on and let's talk. And if you like this show, just let me know, like, any topics that you want us to talk about. we will talk about that. But if you've experienced any issue with these budget airlines, I want you to send me. You can always send an email to sandyjmusic@gmail.com, or you can send an email to the lovelightretreat@gmail.com. Love Light, the THELOVE, light LIGHT, retreat RETREAT @gmail.com. Thank you for watching. And this is just a test. We will be back.